Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin if you're new today, and welcome to another fall decorating video here on my channel. In today's video, we're continuing to transition from late summer to early fall by just using very neutral, cozy, warm pieces in my home. So I'm so glad that you're here today. If you're here for some fall decorating ideas, hit that thumbs up button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into the video. In last week's video, we added these beautiful fall curtains into the kitchen window. I love them so much. Also created this warm and inviting vignette here on the dining room table using lots of thrifted pieces and using my new wicker pitcher that I got from Walmart. We decorated our coffee table using this beautiful green vase from Walmart and these beautiful stems from Amazon. And we added some new fall curtains that I'm also in love with. These match the ones that are in the kitchen. And in today's video, we're going to be decorating one of my favorite areas in my living room to decorate, and this is this bookcase behind me. We'll be decorating that for fall. No pumpkins yet, but just some cozy, very simple and neutral home decor pieces. We're going to change out my curtains in the bedroom, add some fall decor in the bedroom, change out some pillows on the couch. So lots of fun things throughout the house today. I had a friend mention in one of my decorating videos, Robin, have you ever thought about decorating different rooms throughout your house instead of just concentrating on one room at a time? And I'm like, ooh, do I do one room at a time? And sure enough, that's what I've always kind of done here on my YouTube channel. Is I do my living room, then I do my kitchen, then I do my bedroom. So last video and this video is a fun one because I'm just kind of adding some pieces throughout the house. So I love when you guys give me suggestions on different videos, and so I'm very excited to bring you another fall decorating video here on my channel. So let's start decorating for fall, and again adding some very simple, some cozy neutral decor before we start adding in our pumpkins in a couple of weeks. Okay, so let me show you just a sneak peek of my bedroom with my spring and summer curtains still up. I've already tried to transition a little bit when it comes to my fall bed. I've got some more to do, but right now, this is what it's looking like. These new sheets came from Walmart. I love them so much. I'll give you a close up in just a second. And then I've just pulled in my fall quilt and just a really pretty fall throw that came from Target. But here are my summer and spring curtains. I love them so much. They came from Amazon. They'll be linked in my Amazon favorites link. But as you can see, they're a little bit summery, so they're not going to go very well with my fall bed. So let's get these curtains taken down and let's get up my taupe linen curtains that I got last year off of Amazon. Okay, so here's my linen curtains up. It definitely gives the room just a little bit more of a cozy feel, very neutral. Let me give you a close-up of these curtains. Here's the linen look of them. I love them so much. And these are really good during the winter because they're like a blackout curtain. They have a really nice backing to them. So it'll be good to keep the cold out and just to help this room be a little bit more cozy. Okay, I told y'all I would show you a little up-close peek of my new sheets that came from Walmart in case you missed my last video. I love them so much. They definitely have like a fall floral to them, which is what I'm going for this fall season. Now, I'm just going to change out Derek's side of the bed. Just change out the candle that's on his nightstand. I don't really do a lot on his side, even though he has the most room. And then on my side, I usually just leave what's there. I don't really add anything to my side of the bed since it is so small. So all I'm going to do over here is just change out that candle, maybe add a couple of thrifted books, and then a new fall candle. Okay, let's create just a little vignette here. This is just a little thrifted book. I love a black accent in any room. This is from my friend Carol. It says, Hope Speaks. God's voice is new every morning. It's just a little devotional. It is so pretty. I love this so much. So I love this little combination here for fall. And then we're just going to add a little, I think these are like little mini wreaths from Hobby Lobby. I have them all over the house. Just to add a little greenery here. And then we'll add in our hickory clove candle. This was from last year. I didn't burn all of it, I think, from Hobby Lobby. And we'll just place it right here. So again, very simple on Derek's side of the table. Okay, now let's work on this little side dresser here. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of a fall touch on this little dresser. I don't like to have it too busy in the bedroom. I am gonna change out this little black lamp that came from Hobby Lobby. It's been here several years. And just add a couple of pieces of decor, maybe a tray there to kind of ground a little vignette. But first, let me show you what lamp I'm gonna change this out for. Okay, and here she is. I'm giggling because all of you out there that follow me on a regular basis know that I picked this lamp up at a thrift store a few weeks back specifically to go on my kitchen hutch. And y'all, the longer it sat in my office, the longer I thought, you know, she may be better off in my bedroom. So we're going to try her out in the bedroom today. I think she's just beautiful. Again, I thrifted her for, I think, like a little over $12. She is beautiful. I love the flower design on her. She has a really nice lampshade. This is it feels almost like cast iron. It's very heavy, and then it has that little marble pedestal down there, but it is so pretty. I love kind of a romantic soft feel in the bedroom, and I don't know, I know they're flowers, but I feel like that she is going to look really good here in this little area. So she's a lot shorter than the lamp I have there, but I think she'll do okay. I'm just going to create like a little vignette around her. Nothing too extravagant, something very simple, just to see if she'll work out in this little area. Okay, so here's just a few things I pulled out of my decor closet. A couple of thrifted books. I really love this one because of that great color on it. Joanna Lindsay, Home for the Holidays. I really love that. That's a thrifted book. This is another thrifted book. I love adding a little black touch into anything that I decorate, so I think that'll be really pretty to create like a little base. This little mirror came from TJ Maxx. I've had it, I think I bought it back in it's a little dirty, back in the spring and summer from, there's no price tag on it, but really inexpensive from TJ Maxx. This was actually on my mantle for spring and summer. This is a sweet little faux arrangement that I've had for several years. I believe this came from the Hearth and Hand collection, but just very simple. I'm trying to play off of the orange or the burnt orange that's in this comforter and in my sheets. So I thought that was a pretty color to bring over here on the little dresser. This is just a little trinket holder. Also from, let's say this is from the Threshold line. It's a few years old too. There you go, $15 from the Threshold Studio McGee. They're calling it a canister, but I thought it would look really good here in the bedroom. This is just a thrifted tray that I've had for some time now, and I've used it throughout the house. So I think this tray is a great little fall tray. So let's just see if this will come together and look good along with my little lamp. Okay, so what do you guys think? I first thought I was going to put this little arrangement on top of the books, and then I thought, you know, my lamp needs just a little bit more height. She is rather short, so I went ahead and just added my little thrifted books under the lamp. I think it looks really good. I will take a second to take this cord and feed it through there in a minute, but right now I think it's beautiful. I do love the cozy feel over here. It's a lot of brown, but I do love it. I think it's very, very pretty. I wonder if I should take one of those little greenery wreaths that's over there, little mini wreath, and put it maybe underneath this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me just stick it under there. I love adding just a little pop of green in a vignette sometimes just to make it look more complete. I do love it this way, but let me just look and see. Let me just compare it and see if I want a little piece of greenery underneath there. Okay, well, it's sitting there, but you can't really see it, huh? So, I don't know. What about a little fall wreath? Let me try one more thing. Okay, so what about this look? Ooh, I may like this. That is just a little mini wreath that I picked up from a thrift store, but it has just a little bit of this color in it, if you can see it right there, kind of mixed in there, and I think it plays off well. Kind of breaks up that plain brown on that tray that's plain brown, since this doesn't have a pattern on it. It's just my thoughts. But I think I do like it, just like that. Let me know in the comment section, did you like it better with a little mini wreath or without it? And of course, let me know what you think about this little lamp in my bedroom. Okay, one last area in the bedroom, just to add a little bit of simple decor. That's on this black dresser right below the television. I have to be pretty careful about what I put here because there's not much room, and you don't want to get in the way of watching television. So these little baskets came from Amazon. They are probably 4 years old. I love them, and they really just go perfect right here. Add a little wicker touch. And then this is one of my favorite faux plants. It came from the Hearth and Hand collection about 3 summers ago. I've used it on my hutch. I've used it in the living room. I've used it here in the bedroom before. So this thicker goes all over my house. So it was an investment. I think it was like $25, but I believe something like this that you can use pretty much for every season throughout your house is worth the investment. Okay, let me give you just an overview of the bedroom. Again, very simple, very cozy yet neutral fall decor here in the bedroom. I kept it pretty minimal. I do try to leave a little bit of room for when it's pumpkin season and I can come back and add some pumpkins, but for right now, we're keeping it pretty neutral here in the bedroom. Okay, so here's the little gingham pillows I have now. They're reversible, and again, they're just pillow covers from Amazon, but they are adorable. I used them, I think, on this side for summer, and then I've had them for the last couple weeks turned around to the darker side just to kind of, transition into fall. So I think we're going to change these out. Let me show you this bigger pillow. Sorry if y'all can hear the fan in the background. It's 100 degrees outside. But here are some more pillows that I have that are also reversible. Amazon. But there's the pattern on this one, very neutral. And then another little checkered pattern on the back. So I don't know. I'll show you my new pillows in just a second. But I don't know if I'm going to stay with that pillow. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to stay with this pillow, but I don't know what side I'm going to use. So let me show you my beautiful hydrangea pillow covers that I just got from Amazon. Oh my goodness, friends. Is she not gorgeous? Oh, they're hydrangeas. I love the dark chocolate brown. I love the neutral feel of them. Gorgeous. So I feel like I'll have a very neutral couch for fall. And then when I got to add in my pumpkins, it's so neutral that I think my pumpkin pillows will be fun with that pillow. But look how gorgeous that is. So here it is up against both of these pillows. I do like that checkered look, but let's see the back of it. Hang on, let me turn it around. Okay, so here's the look there. So I do think I like this little pattern a little bit better with this pillow. So I think that's the combination that we're going to go with. Okay, so when I said I was going to go neutral this fall, was I lying? Very simple, very neutral. I love the look of it. And again, starting out with a very simple neutral palette, if you would, and then when I start to add in all my pumpkins, it should just blend right in. So I'm loving this combination on the couch. I could probably even add like a little third pillow, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait until I pull out my pumpkin pillows. I do have a pillow to go right over here though, just to kind of blend in. It is a little bit more colorful than these are. Y'all, I thrifted the sweetest little stool last week from my friend Glenna's antique booth. It is precious, and I knew when I spotted her that she was gonna look great in my fall living room. So let me show you where I'm gonna put her. Okay, she's gonna go right here. This little stool came from Amazon. I love it. The grandkids really love it too. But this one's gonna work out too. It's very sturdy, so they can sit on this one if they want to. So we're just gonna change this stool out for this stool, and we'll bring this back for spring. Okay, so this is gonna be this perfect spot for her. Okay, I've got 2 end tables. Let's change up our decor on both of our end tables. Again, I'll leave them very simple because they're not that big, but I've got some beautiful new gold leaf candle holders to put out that I got from Hobby Lobby.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind.
Okay, and here's what I'm going to use. These beautiful little fall leaves candles from the Threshold line. They come in a pack of 4. I put 2 on the mantle, and I'm going to put 1 on each end table. They're beautiful. And I picked up these beautiful gold leaf candle holders from Hobby Lobby. They were $9.99 with 30% off. And I think they're going to be beautiful here on each end table. I love having a cute little seasonal throw here on the couch. This is normally where I sit and edit and watch TV. Of course, now that we've got Derek's chair, I've been sitting there a bunch too. However, even though this is not gonna match my decor, it's just fun to have it's just sweet to have a fun little blanket here. And this one came from TJ Maxx. It has like little coffee cups, some pumpkin pie. It's a great little seasonal throw. In my last video you saw I had a little strawberry throw over here for summer and spring. And so for the fall season, I've got this sweet little, very comfortable, very cozy throw to put right here. Okay, so this is the final area that we're going to decorate today. This is one of my favorite areas in the living room to decorate. This bookshelf came from Home Depot. It is so, so pretty. I've loved changing it out for all the different seasons. So today we'll add in some thrifted decor, some new decor, and just some decor that I already had.
Arms wide, ready. Love is true, you know. Come roll. You can borrow calm. Piece by piece, thriving in your palm. Home, sweet home. Together or alone, build your home. You are your home, home sweet home.
Okay, so this is all I'm going to do to the top shelf today. That's a couple of vases from Hobby Lobby, some stems, and this new picture is from Hobby Lobby this year. I like the way it's on a little stand, so it is set up a little higher. I'd like something else right here. However, I'm just gonna leave it like this for today's purposes, and then when I start doing my pumpkins, I can stick something else up there. But I do like that top shelf really well. And I kept it pretty simple here on this second shelf. These beautiful acorns came from Hobby Lobby a couple years back. I think they're perfect in this little wooden bowl, and just added a little English ivy into my little planters there. I'm really loving these planters. And then I just left some thrifted books there. I love the way these last two shelves turned out. So adorable. I really love these green bookends slash planters from Magnolia, and the English ivy looks so good in there. That little clock I just thrifted from a thrift store a couple weeks back. It's adorable. I'm going to use some mushrooms in my kitchen, so stay tuned for that. I used these gold and wood mushrooms last year, and I had to bring them back again this year. That sweet little picture of some of my grandchildren. These books came from Hobby Lobby, and that candelabra came from Target. So again, I love the way these last two shelves turned out. I'm gonna finish this area off by adding some foils to this top basket, this beautiful pillow to this bottom basket, and then we're gonna be done for the day. Thanks guys for hanging out with me today. If you're still here, hit that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Introduce yourself to us if you're new, and friends, we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.